Rob, criminal street gangs are a growing problem for Chico police. I've gone out on several ride-alongs with officers, and as I saw firsthand, it can be quite overwhelming. There are more than 1,200 documented gang members in the city, and only one detective dedicated to tracking them. I caught this chase on camera last year. A typical night for gang detectives. In 2011, gang crimes were up 64% from 2010, and this year the trend is not slowing down.
We make anywhere between probably 10 and 20 contacts a day.
Budget cuts mean the gang unit is down to one detective.
It's a lot to handle, and what happens is that there's just not as much suppression that goes on as it pertains to criminal street gangs.
Paul Ratto's job is to track all 9 active gangs in Butte County. We have the Norteños, the Sureños, Butte County Gangsters, Crips, Bloods, Hmong Nation Society, White Pride, Menace Boys Crew, and Laos Pride Gangsters. Now his job is to know them by face, by gang, and by crime.
Can't replace the knowledge that Paul has regarding the gang members out here. Currently in our department, he is the most knowledgeable officer that we have. And like you said, he's able to see them and recognize them from all his contacts. He knows who they are, where they live, what gang they're part of, what subset they're part of, what kind of activities they've been arrested for. It's invaluable.
On the streets, Ratto faces a steep uphill battle.
Generally, people are intimidated by them.
He's only one man doing the job of many. Gang members know who Ratto is, when he works, and what he drives. It's policy for officers not to hit the streets alone, so Ratto patrols with 2 others, a sergeant and the other a detective in street crimes.
We have to take extra measures now and plan well ahead and get support from other people to help us out. We're not self-sufficient in our own unit with only 3 guys.
They do their best. They talk to known gang members on the street and check on gang houses as part of their daily routine to gain a perspective on their rituals and prevent crimes before they happen.
Our goal is to do out here is to try and keep a lid on the gang activity that's taking place, because there are far too many gang members for us to put a stop to gang activity completely.
Officers also rely heavily on the public. They want you to report any suspicious activity in your neighborhood or gang graffiti like this, which lets detectives know gang members are marking their territory.
Call us. We go to barking dog calls. So to get a call of gang members out there doing what gang members do, that's not a bad call.
So what's the face of the typical gang member in Chico? Ratto says he's seen them as young as 12 and as old as 50. They cross all racial groups, but Hispanic and white are by far the most common. And the numbers are growing fast, with new members coming from out of the area every day.
You know, criminal street gangs is one of those bad elements in a good community, and I think if we put more focus to street gangs through educating parents and teens before they get involved in gangs, deal with the suppression element of it, and you know, we put more resources towards it, I think that we can just make this community better than it already is.
Now, I just spoke to Ratto, and he tells me that starting in June, they are adding another detective to the gang unit, which is how they operated before the cuts, making it a total of 2 officers specifically tracking gang members.